Welcome everybody and welcome back to our last race of the season. We are in Melbourne at the updated, is it Albert Park? I think it is Albert Park circuit. With me in the casting booth is Yapsinio once more for this final race. Welcome from your side as well.
Yeah, hi everyone. And yeah, like every week, I'm excited to be here. Or like nearly every week.
Yeah, most of the weeks for sure. I'm actually quite curious. As far as I know, or at least, well, I can't actually remember the race on Melbourne this year, so I don't even know if we actually raced there. But the new track layout should provide better abilities to overtake and to follow other cars through the turns. So yeah, I'm quite curious to see how this plays out, especially since Kurtzer, our championship leader, for once, does not seem too quick in the time trials.
Well, yeah, that could provide a very interesting race. And yeah, to be honest, I have to agree with you. I don't really remember a race in Albert Park this year. But I'm pretty sure we had one, right?
I'm quite sure we had one as well. I think.
Oh my god, that's even Leclerc Leclerc even won.
Oh well.
I should remember this.
Yeah. I mean, most engaged Ferrari fan. He like.
LMAO.
But yeah, it's been a while, of course. Half a year gone already, I guess. So
True.
yeah. Dry race, as I see in the Discord, and dry quali as well. People have been anxious about that. Apparently, this track is not very fun if you are not in dry conditions, which I can imagine to be quite true, given that all the turns are very, very quick.
Indeed. I have to agree, it's a very fast track. Lot of speed, lot of turns where you can easily kill yourself, and I guess in undry conditions, this problem just gets worse. Especially with these cars.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like when tracks are being like slightly overhauled. And for this one especially, I think, even though Melbourne always was relatively fun, the track per se wasn't really like very individual. You pretty much had the same. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I just had a stroke. Yeah, Jimsky is having the Marcelyan treatment from last week.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm seeing it in the stream. Holy cow! Yeah, it didn't have this problem. I'm looking at Jimsky right now. But I guess we're at Muno right now.
I'm on Tame Tom actually.
Okay.
It's the first guy behind Jimsky to start a hot lap. Yeah, it really seems like a spectator book then. I assume if it's only looking like that for me, it's probably not gonna be looking like that for any other drivers neither.
Probably not. It was very weird. Did anyone said anything about
Marcelyan?
oh god, Marcelyan, yeah.
I can't really remember. I did not think so. I mean, obviously, all the evidence in the reports channel afterwards has been looking very normal as well. So once more, I think this is just a me issue. It's a little bit sad. I promised Jimsky to roast him a lot if he spins, because he's driving a Ferrari, and that's pretty funny. But I guess we're not gonna see much Jimsky today then.
Maybe it will fix itself.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, coping
yeah,
for Ferrari here, just like in real life, are you?
Oh yeah, that's weird. I'm seeing it in the stream that on the minimap that Jimsky's still glitching around.
Yep. Oh my, that was not an invalidation for Tame Tom there. It's gone very wide over the curb. Yeah, this last turn has been widened as well. You saw last year, Tame Tom would have been driving all the way over the grass with that line, but did it quite well for this one.
And Tame Tom claims provisional pole position. position right now.
Yeah, and he's not beaten just yet. Also we have Lilcon, known Rocket Sundays figure and known Prediction Predators figure, which is our little prediction game that I think he won. Did he?
Could be, actually.
I
Yeah.
think he did. Yeah, he's on his old Xbox account, and thus he's the Snipes Beast guy.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is it the Snipes Beast guy?
Yes.
Okay, then welcome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for this. Aris was saying that he is quick, but finishes as much clean laps as Aris himself. So, yeah. A little bit curious of what we can expect there.
Me too, then.
So, for the championship, we actually have a little bit of a battle for especially P3, I guess. Oh my god. On phone it's kind of small, not gonna lie.
Let me quickly check. I think... Wait, Marcelian is here, right?
Yeah.
We have a battle for P2.
We have a battle for P2 as well. Marcelian and Tame Tom are on 107 and 103 points, so Tame Tom has to outscore Marcelian by 4 here, or higher. I don't know who... Yeah, no, both have 1 wins. Both have 1 win,
yeah.
so this is not even a tiebreaker.
I think the tiebreaker would be second places then, and this is... Yeah, this is just Tame Tom's territory.
Yeah. Elevis is also pretty much still in this. 92 points.
Yep.
Would need a little bit of a race win most likely here, but theoretically that's possible.
Indeed.
And of course Constructors is still a thing. Merc are only 17 points ahead of Williams. So yeah. Good result for both teams is crucial to secure the championship here. Let's see. Aries is out on track. Currently driving the last few turns and will complete his first qualifying lap then. Will he beat his teammate? Highly unlikely. The Mad Lad. Yep, actually did it.
Damn.
Muno.
That looked kind of dangerous.
It looked like he cut a lot, but it also looks like he's not going full throttle, or the Alpine just does sound slow.
Be careful, it's a Renault engine. It's but yeah, it really does sound weird. But honestly, everything at the Alpine is weird. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, French team, am I right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Eric is up and going, and the Williams driver apparently needs to carry the team today, as Kurtzer has said before that he's not good on the track, and so far he can't really, yeah, keep up with the top people just yet. 0.6 off provisional pole, so...
Eric.
Yeah, Eric just kind of lost there, but for Kurtz it's still a good bit to go. I have hopped on board with Con in the Haas, who is now approaching the quick chicane, probably the most difficult part of the track, I'd say. But he gets through decently well. And this new sharper right-hander supposed to create a harder braking zone and thus an overtaking opportunity. And then of course here these turns a little bit wider again. Pretty much the white line that we see there on the inside was where the track layout used to be. So it's like 1.5 meters to the inside is where the apex has moved. Con goes past Kurtz actually.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent time. He sits right in front of our championship leader, or champion of our champion, and right behind ours.
Muno did some Domato gaming, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah, spun out on the curb, most likely the... happened to me last time we were here racing.
Oh, I remember.
But yeah, it sure does look like he just lost traction there and then spun around. Let's see what Eric can do. Oh, Eric is actually on a decent hot lap here. Oh yeah, Jimsky is looking fixed on the minimap again. For me, I've just been informed. Yeah, maybe going into the pits fixes the issue. Well, still a little bit of an engine bug. Does not sound very healthy.
Well, Eric just puts his car on P10 right now, which is out of the POV of Williams, not enough.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the two Mercedes sitting in P2 and 4 right now. Seagull on an invalid lap attempt, but he's going for another straight after. Has saved up his ERS and is now pushing to get that pole position. So yeah, we're gonna see. Oh wait, okay, Kurtz is already on wheel. From what I've read in the Discord, he tried to go back to controller, but wasn't quicker neither, so I think, yeah, he just decided to just stay on wheel. I assume once he gets into it, he's gonna be an absolute menace, even more than he already was.
Probably, yes. As someone who tried both, it takes a while to get used to steering wheel, but I think I think you have to really put in the hours into a wheel, because the wheel don't really makes you faster. Especially in the F1 game, that is very well optimized for controller.
Yeah.
But once you get used to it and once you master the wheel, I think this is the way to go.
Marslian has just died after the long chicane. And Seagull has just put his car on pole there. Was trying to see what exactly happened to Marslian there, so we missed the last few turns of Seagull, but very nicely done there. First 117 of the evening. Jimsky in the meantime has put himself into P3, so not too bad neither. Let's see where DP is landing. Not further up at the grid thus far. Fabian is now on the next attempt. It does look kinda grey, but drivers were saying there's no rain. Also, Bree in the chat, since you're probably monitoring football in the meantime, just let us know when we have to be in pain.
Oh wait, is the losers team playing?
Yeah, and Spain as well.
LMAO.
Yeah. But yeah, back to quali. Fabian is 4 seconds up on his delta.
Wait, did Fabian? He invalidated.
Yep.
It's a pain.
Pain being gaming.
Well, fits the German World Cup team, I guess.
Yeah.
So, who else do we have to look out for right now?
Levis is on a run. Currently in P9, surely looking for a little bit of an improvement. Point 2 would already propel him up into P4. He's currently 0.3 up, so it's looking good. He needs to gain a little bit more if he wants to go even higher up. But I think holding that gap is already a decent improvement for him. That's likely gonna be his last stint as well, if I see... Oh my god, and he lost the car.
Were a couple of tenths, definitely.
He goes through, though. Even though this is... Oh, well, it is an improvement, and it even gains him 2 positions, so yeah. He's now cutting to get into the pits quick, because it's gonna be very tight for a last stint here.
That should be okay. I think 4 minutes is possible to get to the pits and get another one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
But ours is looking very strong today. P5 is very, very good, and when I'm not mistaken, is right now on a hot lap.
Mm-hmm. 0.1 up after the first sector, and very close to invalidating it several times, but I guess you gotta push the limits of the track to really get everything out of it. Still needs a sizable improvement to gain significant positions. This is not enough for...
Wait,
That's
what?
not invalid, apparently.
I guess, that works.
Ryan has put himself into P4 in the meantime. There's someone
indeed.
crossing the line as well, I think. Was that Eric? Might have been Eric.
Oh, okay, and he gets in.
Yeah, probably not up on his delta. Con, though, is coming over the line, and that's also not up on his delta. 1 second slower, but by the amount of ERS he is having in his car, I assume he just abandoned the lap early, and now is pushing for the actual lap.
Indeed.
Oh, that was very far to the outside there. Probably taken more curb than you want to. Let's see what his delta says. Yeah, half a second slower. Still, apparently thinks he's able to make it up in the rest of the track. So let's see where that goes.
I want to say he utilizes every inch of the track, but actually he's even utilizing the outfield.
Yeah.
And my god.
Apparently that's valid.
That's valid. Interesting.
So
now I'm really curious about the track limits there.
The thing about track limits is oftentimes if you just if you exceed track limits and then just continue to drive parallel to the circuit, it will not recognize it as track limits, as it happened in this case probably. I assume this is still slower than his PB. Yeah, no improvement for him.
I think there was potential in the lap, especially considering that he went onto the grass like 3-4 times.
Jimsky is currently going.
Okay.
0.2 up. Oh my god, he released there thinking he was invalid, but he could have just continued.
I think he's going for another lap.
Yeah, he's trying to charge his ERS here.
I think he should have enough for one hot lap.
Oh, Cherry retired. Cherry retired on... Is it the main straight or is it just in the pits? It looks like it is just in the pits.
Yeah, I think it's just in the pits. Oh yeah, also Fabian is still looking for a valid lap. And he's right now up 2.8.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, his 125 of course leaves a lot of room for improvement. Aris is actually just mirroring that 125 and is now going on his next hot lap. Guy sitting in P6 currently. Still has a little bit of improvement in him, most likely. And these are the last few attempts that everyone will get. Fabian crosses the line right about now and will get one if he needs another. But yeah, 119.2 is not enough to put him into the top 10. He just goes straight after the main straight and will start the race from P11 as it seems. Aris here. Ah, that was an invalid. Okay, I mean... Oh... Okay, Jimsky is just in the wall.
Kurtzel just set time for P3, beats Jimsky.
Oh, yeah.
And closes up to the top 2.
Yeah, just behind Tame Tom. Tame Tom, though, is on a decent looking lap. Let's see the delta. Oh, no, wait. The detection point is now in front of the chicane. But yeah, I think he was slightly up and his chicane was looking very good. So if he can get the last few turns together, this could be an improvement that could potentially get him pole. Ah, Jimsky had not enough fuel. Okay.
Illivis!
Yeah, he lives.
Illivis
Oh, just
nearly
ever.
P2, but just can't beat by Tame Tom.
I mean,
Oh my
ultimately,
God.
yeah, it seems like Seagull really wants to bag that Merc Constructors Championship today. But behind him, it's so close.
Oh my God, that was one hell of a final for the qualification today. Holy.
Yeah. Very, very spicy indeed for the top positions. Ultimately, Seagull in the last second just grabs it easily with 1:17.6. But then Tame Tom, Hilevis, and Kurtz is super close together. Jimsky a little bit alone, isolated, but then again we have 5 drivers in points, 1 of a second. Ryan, Marceljan, Aris, Con, and Eric closing out at the top 10, and afterwards Fabian, DP, Cherry, Muno. Starting outside the top 10, we'll have a lot to do in tomorrow's race, in the race that we will see right now. And I'm curious what strategies are available here. I think I've heard Jimsky saying soft, medium, medium is actually valid over here. Or that was last week and I'm misremembering, but yeah.
Okay, very interesting. I was very confused by Cherry driving on medium tire in qualifying. He might have his reasons.
Yeah. Jimsky just providing some info in the chat. Hards suck. Fair enough. Mediums last 10 laps and softs last about 6.
That's not much.
I think we are only driving 26 though, if I'm not mistaken. I think Melbourne is not too many laps if I'm correct.
Shouldn't Melbourne be a fairly short track, especially with the changes? Oh wait, no, actually, I think the track doesn't really get less...
29.
Okay.
However, we're immediately going in here. Of course, no formation lap as usual. Lights are off, and away we go. Seagull not getting a good start. Tame Tom getting a good start, and Seagull indeed not getting a good one. It's now around the outside. Hilevis spins out, and there's a couple of spins further down. Kurtz all the way down in P14, and so is Marceljan very far behind. And it's all between Seagull and Eric, who's in P6 right now. But yeah, that Merc-Williams battle just got a lot harder for the Williams.
Oh yeah, I think Hilevis in front got spun out by Seagull. I think there was contact. But without a replay, I can't really confirm it. And how the heck did he get a 3-second penalty already?
I don't know, maybe dodged collisions in the first turns.
Maybe.
But yeah. Oh, there we have Jimsky actually flying past Seagull here around the outside. The Mercedes with the hard compound starting the race on the worst compound and is now getting passed by 2 drivers already. That's probably why Tame Tom just got so much better of a race start than Seagull, yeah. And Aris... Yeah?
It's very interesting. We're having... everyone is on medium tires except Jimsky, who opted for softs, and Seagull and Munot, who went for hard tires. Let's see if this works out.
Yeah, I mean, safety cars, of course, can alter the strategy greatly. And yeah, both Ryan and Aris seem to be quite stuck behind Seagull now. I'm sure Aris actually prepped for this race, so I am quite confident that he could go quicker here than he currently is behind these 2. And they have a sizable lead to Eric already, even though that was probably because Eric just started all the way down in P10. Tame Tom just got overtaken by Jimsky.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's to be expected. Jimsky with a soft compound wants to run away. Tame Tom almost lost it on the curbs there. And we have Aris with ERS fully in use, but he can't get to Ryan just yet. I think these 2 will have to wait until we have the DRS going. Further down?
Yeah, I mean...
Yep, sorry.
For Jimsky, this is amazing. He went for risky strategy that required him to get into the lead very early, and now he has the lead and can try to build a gap as fast as possible to balance out his strategic disadvantage.
Yeah,
This was brilliant.
Con seems to be very eager to get past Eric here. I almost made contact just before on the main straight, but Con leaving a lot of room around the outside, trying really hard to not get together with Eric. And there we have an overtake by Ares on Ryan on a not very typical overtaking spot, I must say. So yeah, quite the move by Ares here apparently. Ryan choosing not to go past just yet. Has lifted a little bit as he had so much overspeed there on the straight, but I think with DRS now he's gonna try. But that exit is probably not good enough. He is gaining. Yeah, but not enough for a move just yet. Maybe they can go for a move on the main straight. Ares does not have DRS. So it's gonna be hard for him to defend.
Indeed, but is the main straight long enough to make a move? That's the question.
It depends on the exit, I think, right?
Indeed, ours had a good exit, but oh yeah, Ryan is sucking close. Okay, it's getting closer to ours. Drafting is the better word, I guess.
We've watched too much Alpha Mox Nova content. Is that Kurtze in the wall? Yeah, Kurtze on the main straight. Currently in the wall. Ares with the time penalty, corner cutting. And Con is still all over Eric here. Can't really get past. Oh my, that's some... Con definitely knows a shortcut about that corner. But it did ultimately not gain him much time.
I mean, when I was observing Kurtz in qualifying, he had a couple of spins in qualifying, so I think he is just not comfortable with the track overall.
Yeah, and new setup most likely, I guess. Racing is always a little bit different than quali. Like if you spin in quali, I mean, sucks, but that's it. And then you're going for the next lap, and in the race you just lose so much time. Well, not looking too good for the German representation here, as Kurtze and Fabian trail the entire field.
That's true. I think Levis, Kurtz and Fabian had a little bit of an incident in lap 1 also before they went into the pits.
Ooh, Cherry has just spun or something from just behind Marceljan and DP, where Marceljan really tries to get past DP here. He has so much pace, but DP is just... Oh man, it's giving me Albon vibes, and Suzuka is like... Marceljan is trying to go everywhere, but... can he do it? A little bit of a squeeze going on. I think he finally got through. He was held off so much there behind DP. But he could make the move. And yeah, this is one of the section that is just full speed now. That is so much better for overtaking compared to the old track layout.
Oh god, yes. I mean, I don't even miss the chicane that used to be there. It's... Oh god, I can't begin to stress how much better this feels now.
I mean, it's not like we already had the same exact chicane 2 times already. Like, turn 1 and then the first turns of Sector 2 are exactly the same. Like, the track per se wasn't bad, but it was just so repetitive. Because these were... I know, yeah.
Let's not talk about Montreal then.
Yeah. To be honest, as a kid, I always confused these 2 tracks just because these exact turns exist so often on both of them. Oh, Ryan retired, and Ryan has done a bit of Dumato Gaming. Con and Eric surely respecting yellow flags there. Holy shit.
But yeah, that's definitely a safety car.
Yeah. It is already out. Kurtz this time can pass it. Oh, and Cherry is out as well. Oh no, Cherry actually drove into his... Oh no. Well, let's see if Kurtz can avoid them.
Yep, he sees it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's only Cherry's car there, but now it also despawns.
yeah. Ryan already despawned as well. Oh boy.
Oh, Jimsky and Tame Tom both going in for the pits. This is actually very good for Jimsky.
Yeah, it's actually perfect. He said the mediums, the softs last about 6 laps. And I think with the safety car, 2-3 laps behind the safety car maybe, he can probably extend his stint long enough to go soft, medium here. Has also come out in front of Marceljan, which is also big for him. It's looking good for the Alpine. I am not sure why Tame Tom just overtook Marceljan.
That's a good question. Who knows what happened there? I mean, but Marceljan, Seagull, Aris all not went for the pits. Also, Kurtz and Fabian. Oh, never mind. Kurtz just went into the pits while Fabian opts to stay out. But maybe Fabian is looking to finish the race.
I don't think
on
so.
These tires.
Is he on hards?
He's on hards. He's on hards.
I mean, he might, but this is still very, very long. Yeah, but
it's a very long race. That's true.
It's too early for him to pit if he's on the hards, anyways.
Yeah, he probably he had front wing damage in lap 1. So,
Yeah.
He had to go for new tires.
Yeah, but I think in any case, he will likely pit again for either set of mediums or softs in the end.
Yep. Con actually went for soft tires.
Yeah, from mediums, so I assume... Oh, we're gonna see what he will try. But I don't think soft medium is an option from here.
I also doubt that he will drive 22 laps on soft tires now.
Yeah, no, but even soft medium is likely not gonna get him to the end.
Will be tight. I think with good tire management it is possible. But is it fast though? I personally would say hard tire and try to get them to the end now should be the way. And
yeah. I mean,
I was confused that there was a change in this one. Oh,
yeah. Aris has just glitched out, I think, for a second, and then the car kind of stopped on track, and yeah, I don't know.
Well.
Oh god. Aris has just apparently asked Con if he plans to go to the end on softs. Well, the answer was, watch me. I think he can likely go to the end of his race on softs, but that's likely gonna be in a wall once his tires inevitably blow up.
Yeah, I was about to say, this more sounds like a confirmed second safety car.
Yeah. Haas moment.
Yeah, he fits this role perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, Cherry already DNF'd as well. Due to no fault of his own, or little fault at his own. You could have probably respected yellow flags a little bit more, but hey.
Maybe. But yeah, Seagull, will we start the race for us?
Oh yeah, the safety car's already leaving. I did not see that at all. Yeah, Sector 3 line actually comes very early, and this is how the game usually determines when to let a driver slow the pack down. So yeah, Seagull has had a lot of time. And now we will have to see when he decides to get back onto the pace. He's taking a sweet time. Starting very late, apparently we are. Oh, and this is actually one of the best starts I've seen on a straight thus far.
That's a very good restart.
Yeah. Aris just slightly sleeping, and Jimsky is already trying to go past. That this one was off the limits there. Kind of cut the corner a little bit. Tame Tom attacking Muno here. And is now trying to launch one around the outside of Jimsky as well, but could not quite go past there too. Tame Tom in P4. Yellow flags further down. There seems to have been contact, but no one really laying around somewhere. Let's see. Oh, Con has finally made it past Eric. As soft tires have been paying off for him here. As he is now in P6 and ready to chase past the Alpine ahead, who's on hards, I think.
Yes, he is.
So, further up, Jimsky and Aris. I think Aris is gonna get some trouble against the Ferrari. Jimsky should be having a slightly better pace.
Oh no! Tame Tom!
Oh, Tame Tom spun around. What happened? We need to know, yup.
I think he just took a little bit... He went off the curb onto the grass and probably just spun around because of that. I think there was no contact or anything. Just fault of his own.
Okay, he was ahead of Muno for a split second, so I thought there maybe was like a little bit of a dive going on, but yeah.
I haven't seen it. If there was contact, I didn't saw it, but yeah, that's very, very unfortunate for Tame Tom, who is looking to get the sweet P2 in the championship.
Well, he's trying to, for sure, but he needs good point for this. And there's Con going past Muno here. Down the inside, leaves decent amount of room, and up into P4 he goes. In the meantime, Jimsky and Aris side by side here in the middle sector, and I think Aris just slowed down, slotted in behind Jimsky, and will continue this race from P3. Will probably try to slipstream with Jimsky as long as he can, to be carried further towards the front. Aris still without a pit stop, we must remember. Jimsky instead is on fresh mediums now.
Yep. Yeah, as things are looking right now, Seagull and Aris both have to pit. So right now, Con is on track P2. Minus his penalty.
Ooh.
Considering that... Yeah.
Marcelian has, I don't know how exactly, but left the track. And oh, there's Kurtzer yet again with a spin. Yeah, it was... That was a little bit dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. Glad that nothing's happened there. Whilst we head over to Eric, who is stuck behind Muno as well here. A lot of time penalties out already, by the way. Like 5 drivers who currently have a corner cutting penalty. I think all of these are 3-second penalties. No one sped in the pit lane yet.
Nope. I can check. By the way, oh yeah, Con already has 6 seconds of penalties.
Oh.
So he is collecting, like he's collecting penalties like they are mail stamps. As he just gets past Aris. I guess this was some inter-team
order.
21.
I feel like Aris is probably smart enough to not defend against Con here. He is on the soft compound in the end. He's flying through the field right now, actually. Having blistering pace. But yeah, only for how much longer these softs are gonna last, and that's ultimately not gonna be forever.
Yep.
And we can't forget that Aris is actually not only on the inferior tires, he's also on old tires. Has not pitted yet, and that probably puts him in a worse position in the first place.
Yes, I'm also not really sure if the strategy of Seagull, Aris, Muno, and also non-pitters works out right now, because I don't see how they can build a gap.
The thing is
that makes it worthwhile.
They don't necessarily need to, I think. Everyone who pitted will likely have to pit again in the end. And if not, they're just gonna be hyper slow on hards. So yeah, because Jimsky, for example, he's pitting again. He's not going to the end on these mediums. And currently he's behind Seagull, who's gonna be pitting for mediums as well. So these two guys are actually in a quite similar situation. Con is gonna pit again. I'm betting my ass, because he is not going to the end on these softs. So Aris technically is only half a second behind him, so it's no real difference.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I see.
So, yeah.
So I think the only driver right now who we maybe can finish the race on these tires is Eric Pablo, who pitted for hards on the safety car.
Yep.
Also DP and Hillevis.
Yeah, everyone who pitted for hards could potentially go to the end, but I doubt that they are going to be very quick then.
Yes, so this will be interesting to see how this will turn out.
Also a funny thing, I mean, if we look at the minimap, this is a picture we're quite used to, but this time around, Kurtz is not 20 seconds ahead of anybody else. He's a lap down.
Meanwhile, Jimsky made the overtake against Seagull.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Lead.
Very nicely done. I happened to just jump on board, so we actually could enjoy an overtake on stream for once. And I think Hillevis and DP might engage into some wheel-to-wheel battle here. Not quite yet. Maybe on the main straight. Oh yeah. DP looks like he's dropping out of the DRS window, and now Hillevis already side by side. And I think there's no chance for the McLaren here. Aris in the pits.
Oh, okay.
I think this is his regular scheduled pit stop. Nice.
I think so too.
Nice overtake, indeed.
Yeah. Oh, Kurtz is spun again.
Yep.
And, well, this is a unique opportunity for everyone to lap a champion.
Yeah. Yeah,
A
he's
confirmed champion.
yeah, luckily for him, it doesn't really matter how he performs today. So yeah, someone else is gonna win for the first time. For the first time? I don't actually know. Seagull did not think... I don't think Seagull won yet, and I'm not sure if Jimsky did. I mean, Seagull obviously won in past seasons, and that plenty of times. But not in this season. He's always fallen short of the top step of the podium, if I'm not mistaken.
Jimsky won in Saudi Arabia.
Ah, fair. Oh yeah, actually I remember. Yeah.
But yes, Seagull is still looking for his first win this season. He has 3 podiums, 2 of which were P2s. So yeah, he probably wants to finish the season on a high.
Yeah, I mean, he did very well when he joined anyways, given that he only drove the last 4 or 5 races. And he's still decently high up in the Drivers' Championship. But yeah. It seems like Connor's starting to get slower, as Muno is now approaching him. He's going for a move down the inside. Con leaves...
Oh, yeah.
Leaves good space here, and there's a wild Kurtz somewhere, yeah.
Yep.
Just stationary, everyone goes through without a bigger problem.
But yeah, Con seems a lot slower right now. I actually missed when he got overtaken by Eric.
Same.
They are both Alpines are like predators behind him. And oh!
And predators behind each other, apparently. We just saw a little swap of positions. Hillevis, yeah. There is Con running wide and immediately losing 3 positions there. And Fabian and Tame Tom are approaching as well. Tame Tom is likely gonna go, yep, past Fabian here, down the inside. He's done the exact same move on Marcel the lap prior. And Tame Tom is looking like he has good pace here as well. Obviously, he's still in the battle for P2 with Marcelian, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and right now, I think P7 would be enough.
Wait, who's ahead? Marcellian or Tame Tom?
Marcellian is ahead by 4 points.
Ah, yeah. It's 1, 2, 4, 6. So I don't know if they want to tie. P7 is enough. I assume he would want. Oh no, wait. P7 is actually 6 points already. Yeah, it's definitely enough if Marcellian does not get points.
Yes, I think when I see that right, Tame Tom has more P2s than Marcellian.
Ah, yeah.
So he only needs to beat him by 4 points.
Okay. I don't think that Marcellian is gonna finish out of the top 10 though, so it's probably better for Tame Tom to still gain a couple of positions.
But Con decided to not finish the race on softs.
Fair enough.
Got some mediums on his tires.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure if you can finish on mediums here.
I think if they hold on for 10 laps, presumably. We got a prime view on this corner cut warning, amounting to the 9th penalty second for Con here.
It's 12.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Con is my new favorite penalty guy.
Yes. But also Muno got 9 seconds right now.
Oh boy. Yeah, these guys are going at it. And Con has also lost position to Marcellian. I assume this was a loss of traction out of the last turn. Yeah, what I was about to say is, if Jimsky says mediums last 10 laps, Con can probably take them for 13. They're not gonna be good, but yeah, they're gonna be 0-0 halftime for Spain-Germany, by the way.
Oh wow, okay.
Actually huge.
Actually, yes. If Jimsky is also claiming his mediums are only good for 10 laps, then theoretically he should have been in this lap. Because his tires are celebrating 11 laps. As Seagull goes to the pits. Maybe
and gets a 5-second penalty, by the way. Ding ding ding.
Oh.
We have another speeder in the pits. Yeah. Oh, and Muno. I mean, why not go for 14 if you're already at 9 at this point?
Indeed. But a lot of people going in right now. Also Fabian just got himself some fresh medium tires.
Straight out of the fridge, as we know him.
I hope they are not out of the fridge.
And there we are, live with Marcellian's first time penalty. As he's just cut the track a slight little bit.
Well, we are cursing every driver today.
Yeah, let's have a look at Jimsky. we need him to pick up some corner cuts, otherwise this is gonna be a boring finale. Yeah, I mean, his closest rival in Seagull has just picked himself up a penalty. I think Jimsky's gonna go one more, yep. And then he can go 10 for the last stint. Because I assume his mediums are still okay, because he drove 3 laps behind the safety car, of course.
Yep. The open question is, P2 to P5 are all on 11 lap old hard tires. They went for the hard tires under safety car and are likely to finish the race under them. There with them.
Oh, wait. Kurtzer has just died. And
Kurtzer
there's a
died.
safety car. This is once more absolutely huge for Jimsky. This is so insane, and this hurts for Seagull so much. I think he's...
Oh, yeah.
Nah, he's gonna gain all the positions back. Like, he's just pitted, of course, but he will be in P2 again. Because I don't think Eric is far enough away to make a free pit stop.
No, I don't think so either, but actually this is an incredibly hard question for all the hard runners right now that we talked about just a second earlier.
Would pit 100%.
The thing is, I think not pitting would be the Hamilton move,
Yeah,
which never worked.
yeah. Also, they are gonna lose, like, if all of them pit, they're gonna lose 2 positions maximum.
Yeah.
Like, Seagull and Ares are gonna go through, but there is no way that Muno can catch Eric, for example. Like,
But do you go for medium or soft tires now?
mediums. I think we've seen with Con that softs don't last long enough. I think
Yeah,
medium pit stop is absolutely the way here. Jimsky and Eric into the pits. Hilevis actually goes through as the only one. And even Seagull goes into the pits again. Ares into the pits again for another set of mediums, most likely. Don't speed. Good boy.
Oh yes, Seagull probably wants to surface 5-second penalty.
Oh, true. Actually,
That's
smart.
great. Oh, so we have actually a lot of people going for softs. which
Oh,
I
okay.
think, yeah, you have to drive around 8 laps of
Nah.
racing under softs.
It's not racing though. Like, they are probably gonna get going in lap 22 maybe, and then it's only 6,
It's only
7 laps.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It's
so
good work, actually.
I think it's pretty risky nonetheless, because they are gonna drop off in the end quite heavily. Even Jimsky here, I don't know if he still had a soft set, but he has opted for the mediums as well, and he's actually stayed ahead of Hilevis, who did not pit, which is a nice little, yeah, I would not say roadblock, but it's a little bit of a, yeah, I don't know, it creates a little bit of a gap between himself and his closest rivals.
Well, it can't be better for Jimsky, can it?
Not really. I like his strategy perfectly matched up with the 2 safety cars. And
True.
yeah.
It's like he had a button to let the safety car happen when it's convenient. I think it was exactly the lap where we expected him to pit.
Yeah, yeah. Pronto Goetze. Oh, what happened to Con there? Con just lost 2 positions. That's not what's supposed to happen on the safety car. Also,
really?
to Kurtzer, I mean, you were spinning a lot, but as far as I can tell, you were at least getting out of the way extremely well when getting lapped, so...
Except that one time where we joined on the straight and...
Oh, yeah.
Came Tom.
Yeah, fair enough, that was close. Fortunately, nothing happened there.
DP?
Maybe he just accidentally got old softs.
Maybe. So yeah, DP went into the pits to get mediums, which I think at this point I would just stick for the softs and prayed for the best. But we don't know how old the softs were.
Yeah, we don't know what's to happen still. But yeah, this looks a little bit like a Ferrari strategy moment. As he is from 5th, I think, to last now. Marcellian also made it just behind Tame Tom. P4 and P5, what are they getting? We have 25, 18, 15, 12 for Tame Tom, and I think 10 for Marcellian, so that's not enough for Tame Tom.
Indeed. Oh yeah.
But I think Marcellian has not pitted, and he is probably the only one on a hard compound in a field full of medium runners. We may see. Safety cars likely coming in. Yeah, there we go.
I think it will probably not work out for Marcellian. I mean, his tires are at least not that old, with 6 laps now.
Yeah.
But he will not gain any positions while Tame Tom has a pretty good time. So, in the battle for P2, or my money right now would be on Tame Tom.
Thing is, yeah, fair. Tame Tom still has to get past somebody though. I assume Hilevis is likely gonna be someone to pass at some point, given that he is on the hard tires as well. And then the only thing Marcellian really has to do is to also get past Hilevis, I guess. He needs to be immediately behind Tame Tom whatever the outcome is. And I think we're going again, but Jimsky did not really get a good restart here. He left us all over his rear already. Looking for the move maybe, but too far behind. And I think everybody has gone through quite well. Oh, that's Levis actually in the wall.
That's Levis in the wall.
Also Con?
Yes, Con got collected in the incident.
I
think, to be fair for once, I think Eric Pablo didn't really do anything wrong, because I'm pretty sure he couldn't be far more to the right than he was. Of course, I needed to see the incident again to really give a professional opinion about it, but as far as I'm concerned, this was more Levis' fault than Eric's.
We may see in the end. This opens up a interesting situation again, as Marcian has now been passed by Seagull as well.
Yeah, I was about to say earlier, I think Marcelian's problem is not really that Tametom will gain positions, which he got, but more that he has to try to not lose positions on the old mediums, old hards.
Actually, if Aris and Seagull are likely to overtake Tametom at some point. Both of them are on soft tires. Aris, of course, with the time penalty, so that's another thing to worry about. And there is another. And Tametom now got a time penalty as well, though. So that's also good for Marcian. Levis 5 seconds speeding the pit lane. Not ideal. Aris is through Tametom. Up into P3 right now, and it's only a matter of time until Seagull will be approaching. Levis retired in the pits. Con is probably getting a new front wing, and maybe showing us some fastest lap attempts in the end.
Yes, this couldn't have worked out better for Jimsky.
Yeah, Jimsky's just having the time of his life. They're in the lead. Currently building up a sizable gap to probably even get outside of the window where a time penalty would harm him. Seagull and actually everyone is kind of stuck behind Eric. I assume we are gonna see Aris trying to get a pass here. He's super close behind Eric here. And obviously, I mean, he needs 6 seconds. Realistically, he is all not gonna get 6 seconds of a lead here. But yeah.
Well, maybe Eric can collect the penalty. It's not impossible. But yeah, Aris is probably looking to get past Eric, so he can try to build gap between himself and whoever gets within the 6 seconds.
Marcelian is going to have another problem as Muno is now approaching on the soft compound as well. So yeah, it's really coming down to the wire here in the championship fight for P2. Aris is fighting for P2 on track right now. And I think that should be it. He has DRS, he has the better compound. Let's see, he's trying to go for the outside here. Yeah, it's no place to make a move. He's rather lost some time, and now Tametom is dangerously close again, but so is Seagull. This is gonna be a wild one on the next straight.
Yep, it was well defended by Eric. He closed up the inside, parked his car into the apex, and Aris really didn't have any gap to...
God damn it.
Oh no, it's a safety car.
Con just spun out and DNF'd where we saw so many DNF already. Oh, now this is very unfortunate for Marcelian. I think this all eliminates time. Oh, well, it eliminates time for him to get overtaken as well, but yeah, he has 6 seconds of time penalties, so he's gonna lose a lot. Wait, let me actually look.
Actually, no, not really. Okay, I mean catastrophic. This is catastrophic for Aris.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
He is sitting on 6 seconds of time penalties and has no way to try to build a gap to anyone now.
Yeah.
Tame Tom will probably lose a position. Okay, that was weird. Aris and Tame Tom kind of overtook each other, but they fixed it again.
Aris is an AI.
Aris is an AI, okay.
He is Twitch chatting, so yeah.
I see.
But yeah. Yeah, man tapped out, indeed. Yeah, I thought Marcian actually had 6 seconds of time penalties as well. I think this one could actually be possible that Muno and Fabian are dropping far enough behind.
Marcian goes for soft tires.
Now that's kinda int.
I'm not sure. He will be the fastest guy on track for 3 laps?
If 3 laps. I don't think we're going immediately. I think it's maximum 2 laps. I mean, I'd be surprised if we were going immediately.
Honestly, I think it's his only hope in this race.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, true.
P2.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it seems a little bit int, but... I mean, I wouldn't go for the strategy if this would be the first race of the season. But he has to beat Tame Tom. Or he needs to get right behind Tame Tom. Let me see, wait. 15, 12... Yeah, I think P5 would be enough. If Tame Tom finished P4.
Yeah, absolutely. I think P6 might even be enough. P5
wait,
is...
12 points?
Yeah, 12, 10, 8, isn't it? I think it's 12, 10, 8.
Yes, but Tame Tom needs 4 points more, so...
Oh, okay, enough for Tame Tom, you mean? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I mean enough for Marcelion. Marcelion needs... Tame Tom has the tiebreaker advantage.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yes. So this is why Marcelion needs to be within 3 points. Can't lose more than 3 points, Tame Tom.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so Marcelion has it all to do, pretty much, from now on. I mean, wait. Yeah, no, it does not make a difference, really. Because all the ranks down to P10 are 2 points apart, so...
Yes.
Whatever Marcel does, he needs to be 1 rank behind Tame Tom. And he only has 2 laps to do it.
Indeed. And 2 laps is, yeah, that's not really much to work with. I guess you can make... I mean, if he can make 1.5 overtake per lap, it is enough. But without DRS...
And he has 3 seconds of a time penalty.
He has 3 seconds of time to penalty, but Tame Tom also, so...
Yeah, but ultimately, there's gonna be like half a second separating these two, if they're finishing behind each other. And that half second could be enough to cost Marcian another position.
True.
So, anyways, I think safety car will be coming in this lap, and we're gonna get 2 laps in the end. However, no DRS, of course, is only gonna get activated in the 3rd lap of racing. So, yeah. Safety car in, and Marcian will have it all to do, pretty much. Can only hope for Seagull to get past Tame Tom and maybe hold him off a little bit, but I think Seagull probably has other plans. Looking further up in the podium positions. Even though he can probably just afford to do that, and Aris will lose the time nonetheless.
True. Oh, you know... okay.
It could also be tied with Aris, actually. Maybe Aris drops behind Tame Tom, but not behind Marcian. And then we would have the same drama. So it's actually gonna be very tight with all the time penalties. Jimsky this time getting a better restart, and Aris as well. As already slipstreaming towards Eric here. He's not going for the move just yet. Instead it's gonna be, well, no one making a move really. I think we're just gonna jump on board with Marcian and see what he can do in these last few laps, but he's far away from Fabian here, not able to go for a move in these next few corners.
Only slapped a little bit on the restart then. These soft tires should help him to get past quickly, and he needs to get past quickly.
Yeah, this is the next option. He has ERS active. So looking for the slipstream all the way through this long section. He's gaining a lot. Not enough to go for a move just yet, but maybe on the next straight. Ooh, Eric with the time penalty. Could be huge. Oh, there's someone off. A Seagull.
Seagull.
I mean, it sort of helps Marcel. Seagull with the DNF.
Yes. It's one car less between him and his rival.
Yep. But there's still Fabian. At this point, Fabian goes past both of them, though. And Aris also goes past both of them, but in the other direction.
Yes, okay, let me check. Actually, I think Marcel Jan has it.
I think as long as him and Tame Tom stay within 3 seconds, all of the guys in between them will move out of the way, and Aris will not move in between them. So that's what Marcel has to hope for. Jimsky pretty much has a very good time up on top there now. Everyone has a time penalty. There's nothing to worry about. Actually, Fabian might be looking for a podium here.
I'm pretty sure Fabian is right now.
Oh, he might even be P2?
Is the podium. With very much luck, this is a P2 right now for Fabian, which would be amazing. Marcel Jan
I think
outside.
He goes past here.
Position.
Yeah, this is probably the gap, though, that separates Fabian from P2. Unless he can come back. Nah, he doesn't.
I mean, it's...
No, Fabian with the spin!
You idiots!
Oh man, you look like a bunch of wankers now, my guy.
Oh,
yeah. And I think that's been that. Jimsky claiming fastest lap in the very last lap. And Tame Tom will ultimately gain only 3 points on Marcel Jan. 15 points for him and 12 for Marcel Jan. So, yeah, P2 has been decided by a singular point.
yes.
Oh boy.
Wow, that was amazing. What a finale of the season. Fabian on the verge of greatness.
Yeah. But greatness has been claimed by other drivers this day. Jimsky getting his second win. I think Eric has gotten P2 in the end after all the penalties. Tame Tom ultimately not enough in that P3, given that Marcel was in P4 as well. And yeah, I think afterwards I do not quite know what happened yet.
Me neither. I was too busy shouting at Fabian internally. But yeah, Eric, insane. Best result this season with P2.
Yeah.
Congrats to Eric. He is absolutely going for it in the chat right now.
I think though. Wait, do they get constructors?
Wait, Williams is... Yeah, they... wait. Mercedes...
I think...
I don't think it's enough, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's... Whoever was in front stays in front. It's a 13-point difference, and it is 8 between Marcel Jan and Eric, and then Seagull gets 2, so it's maximum 6 points of a change. Yeah. So I don't think... who was ahead in the beginning? Williams, right? Mercedes. Okay, so Mercedes ultimately coming out as the Constructors' Champions. Marcel Jan keeping his P2 in the championship. And now, well, let's run down. It's Aris in P5, actually, getting a decent result. And then DP in the McLaren going for that sweet P6. And the last finisher of this race was Fabian in P7 in the Aston, I think.
Oh yeah, everyone else didn't. We only had 7 finishers today. Only half the grid that started.
Yeah, I think Seagull and Con might still be getting points because they drove more than 90% of the race distance. But yeah, I'm not sure. Anyways, that's been it from us with this season even. The season's coming to a close. However, we will announce the F2 Mini Championship very shortly in the Discord. This is a small competition prior to Christmas, before we head into a little bit of a New Year break, before the new season finally starts in January. But yeah, you can expect races on 20 CEST, not ST, Central European Time, on both Wednesdays and Sundays in F2 cars. Up to 7 races from now to Christmas. Good opportunity for you guys to get into the league and get momentum going for the new season next year. From the two of us, that's it for tonight. Thank you all for being here with us. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.